Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And this time, because it is the Brazilian Grand Prix weekend, I thought I'll do something a little bit different. And as you all know, and some may be sad about, we are soon about to say goodbye to Fernando Alonso. And this is going to be his second to last Grand Prix in Formula 1. Unless he obviously returns in the future, which I can hardly see. So therefore I thought, why not one last time try and see if we can get that McLaren win for Alonso that he's been chasing for the past I don't know how many years. So as we get a start here, obviously I have changed a little bit on the AI, so it is possible for the McLaren to be up here. And as you can see, we're already having a bit of a battle with, I think it was a Red Bull into turn 1. No, it's a Vettel actually, it's just me being blind, as Hamilton has got a great getaway so far. We've got Ricciardo right behind us. And after, as you can see, we are really suffering out here with the Renault engine, which is very slow in a straight line. But hopefully we can make up for that in the corners, because I actually find the McLaren quite nice to drive. As I also did in my career mode, which I obviously stopped now, but it's quite nice to drive the McLaren. As we've now, Hamilton just got a little bit slow on the apex. Obviously there is going to be some differences between where I'm fast and where the AI is fast, but we are similarly paced. We're not going to try and out drag Hamilton here on the straight. Obviously it's going to be difficult to try and turn up that ERS, but the Mercedes just have so much more speed than this McLaren. And we're going to try and look round the outside. We nearly stuck our nose in there, but we just decided against it, as we just settled for second for now. There's still, I think, 16 laps left. There's no reason to get ahead of ourselves. As now I think we're going to come under attack from Ricciardo. Yes, we are, as he's actually, again, even the Red Bull have more pace than us, as he tries to launch it up the inside, but we managed to cover him. So we could be in for quite a heavy battle Grand Prix if we are that slow on the straights. As now caught Hamilton a little bit, and we try and pull a switch back on him on the unlikeliest of places, and it seems we've made it work, and we're trying to stick it round the outside, and Hamilton caves in, and we've gone round the outside to take the lead. If only this were real life, I think this must be what Alonso dreams about every night, but obviously it's never gonna happen. But at least it can in this game, so he can have that to cheer about. But I think Alonso is going to be, or we are going to be under pressure again. Yes, Hamilton just goes straight past us. We are really vulnerable on that straight. But we try and go around the outside, but we can't keep it. And now obviously there's going to be DRS in play as we are on the third lap, so that could leave us even more exposed. Or maybe it could give us something to defend about as long as we stay behind Hamilton. As now Ricciardo again trying to go up our inside at turn 4, but again we managed to sort of cover him, but no, he sticks around and he's actually pushing us off a little bit. He's going to pull a move on us here. It's a very unlikely overtaking place. No, I just decided to hang in there and not give him the space, and we've saved that position. But that was really close. That's just a nice battle, considering that the AI obviously, as we just have a little bit of a moment, but the AI is turned down a little bit, but that was still some good battling with him there. As we now cut on later to lap 3, and we've caught Hamilton, and now we've got the DRS, and we can really see the difference as we try and go around the inside this time. And I think it should work, because it's very difficult to defend the inside there, and indeed we go around the outside. But obviously we've got a worse exit than Hamilton probably, so he's probably again gonna come back at us on the straight, and indeed he is. As you look at that speed, that is mad. I mean, how slow is this McLaren? Obviously I'm running a setup, and I think the standard is obviously 6 wings for the AI, but mine may be higher, I'm not entirely sure, so maybe that's why I'm even more exposed. But in general, the AI is very fast on the straight this year. As we try again to pull the switchback move on him, but this time it just doesn't quite work, and Hamilton defends nicely, so we're still going to have to settle for second. We still got Ricciardo just right behind us, so it's going to be a tricky Grand Prix to get a podium, which is at least the goal, if not the win. As now Ricciardo again tries to come back at us. He loves to go up the inside of turn 1, and I think turn 4, and I think he might have had the move done this time, and indeed he has. And there's no way we're going to dive up the inside here, but he just goes a little bit slow on the apex, and we're going to have to lift off a little bit. I haven't found dirty air to be a problem so far, so I think we should be back on his tail very soon, and indeed we are at the end of this lap. Can we go around the inside? Yes, we can, and again we're going to go down the inside, but he just braked a little bit later than us and tried to stick it round the outside. We're giving the space, but he just caved in, and we got a little bit over the curb, but lucky no warning there. So that was a nice linear from the stewards. Is Ricciardo going to come back at us again? No, he's not. So we are on lap 6 now, so I think soon we're going to be able to go in for the pits. Indeed, we have at the end of lap 7. Obviously, as you can see, it's 1 lap earlier than all the other drivers at least. I'm going to try and undercut Hamilton, and Ricciardo in a sense, so that we can get a good gap on them. I'm not sure if it's going to pay off, because I don't really know. It doesn't seem like anyone is pitting, as you can see, so maybe I'm just going to be caught in traffic, but hopefully that won't be the case. But as you can see, I've been stuck behind Hartley for a few corners now. I'm going to try and go right there outside here. Obviously, it's weird overtaking these cars so easily, but I am on first tires with, on this AI I'm in a top car, so it's a little bit difficult to get used to. But I should be able to go inside Stroll here. No, he actually defends on me. Lance, what are you doing? You should do this in real life instead, and not in the game. But in the end, obviously, we got through. And now I think we're going to have free air, because I think all these guys are pitting. And now we caught on to the first stint of the lap here. And as you can see, Hamilton has still come out ahead of us. But Ricciardo managed to get a little bit of a gap. So unfortunately, that undercut didn't really work for me. But as you can see, there is a Sauber up ahead. I don't know who it is, but he could be holding Hamilton up. It's Leclerc, because obviously the AI aren't as aggressive at overtaking as I am, and indeed he is being held up by Leclerc. There is a tendency the AI will just sort of go in a straight line on a tight circuit instead of trying to do something different or maybe taking another line. As you can see, we should look good for a move, maybe around the outside here. Yes, indeed we do. Hamilton just got a little bit squirmish on his exit, and we are through. And we should have DRS on Leclerc or even Hamilton, so it should be easy. But Leclerc is actually blocking us a little bit, but hopefully he'll go in the pit so we can just have the straight to ourselves. And indeed he does. But now that's going to leave us exposed to Hamilton, obviously, because he's going to have DRS as well, and he goes for the inside move. We're going to try and stick it round the outside. He has a little bit of fresher tires, but that shouldn't matter at all. We nearly just put our nose in there. Luckily I didn't, or else we probably would have crashed out. But that was a little bit annoying that I had to give up the position. And I think Ricciardo again is on the back of us, and he's going to pull his standard move into turn 4 on us. But this time we just brake a little bit late, and he wasn't able to do so. So hopefully we can keep in touch with Hamilton now on these new tires. And indeed we can. Later on the lap we've caught him again, and we're trying to set ourselves up for a move here on the straight. It's really been back and forward so far. If only it was like this in real F1, where the drivers would just battle at will. But obviously it isn't that way. Hopefully it will be like that next season, but who knows. At least Alonso won't be part of it, as we now try and go around the outside. Can we make it stick? Yes, it seems so. I don't think Hamilton's going to have the balls. No, he doesn't. And we are into the lead. So hopefully we can stay here for a while now. Indeed we have. You can see it's lap 15. And I've managed to stay in the lead for that long. But I've had some issues, the tires going off a little bit. And as you can see, Hamilton just with that immense immense speed there, he just goes past us. And we're down into second place again, with only 3 laps remaining, so hopefully we can still pass him and get that lead back. But as usual, we're gonna try and line up the move here on the exit. It goes very slowly on that corner, which is a little bit annoying. But now we've actually got the inside this early. It's gonna be tricky to go the curb, and I've had a little bit of a moment. I think I might have hit Hamilton. I'm not quite sure, but as you can see, he's falling down behind Ricciardo, so I must have hit him. I don't think that would have been damage. I'd probably just have hit his side pod, and obviously that doesn't really take damage on this year's game, or on any Codemasters game really. But this could leave us exposed to Ricciardo, and we're going to see how much straight line speed he has, and indeed it has left a vulnerable, and he goes past us with ease. What? And then he just locked up his rear wheels or front wheels or something. That was really weird, and we're into P1 again. I've never really seen that before, just completely bottling in a turn 4. And now we cut on to the last lap, and Hamilton has gotten through on Ricciardo, but he hasn't really been able to challenge me. Obviously he only got past on this lap. So if everything goes according to plan, I just have a little bit of a lock up as I went over the grass, it seems that we are gonna come home for the win. I think Hamilton is gonna be too far behind to pull the slipstream on us, and indeed he is too far behind, and Fernando Alonso is gonna come across the line to win in Brazil for the last time. And I'll bet my entire life savings on the fact that David Croft, or whoever is commentating where you live, he won't be staying that come the race. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Alonso looks on the podium here. Oh, look at him with his arms out, he's happy and everything. It's both sad and well, not sad, but I'm not really the biggest fan of Alonso. I think he's sort of to blame for a lot of the choices he's made in his career, and he's sort of at his own fault sometimes for things not working out. But there he is on the podium, happy and celebrating for the last time. When was he last on the podium? Maybe sometime with Ferrari in what, 2013, I guess, would be his last podium. And as you can see, he's smiling and everything, spraying with the champagne. But with that happy moment, I'll leave you for this time. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and I'll see you next time.